The last time you guys saw Michael do a proper multi-day, multi-night hike was 5 years ago when we did the John Muir Trail. And now 5 years later, Michael has done very little hiking, and we're gonna take him on his first off-trail adventure.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna be a pretty strenuous trip. We're probably gonna suffer a lot. Hey Michael, why did you agree to go on this Sufferfest?
I don't know. It's fun. It's too fun.
Are you afraid it's gonna be type 3?
That's okay, man. I'm already sleep deprived and tired.
Here's a shot of the Tuolumne River. This is the water that feeds into Hetch Hetchy and then feeds into San Francisco. Just doesn't look like enough water to fuel a city, does it? Okay, we've come 4.5 miles. It is 12 o'clock.
Oh, it's been 2 hours already?
Yeah, thereabouts. Yeah, that includes us dawdling. Ah, this is a good waterfall. We're at Glen Aulin. Now we are taking the PCT northbound. Now we wanted to go down the Grand Canyon of the Tuolumne towards Pate Valley, but the Rogers Fire is right at like the Rogers Canyon and like Pate Valley Junction. We decided to do the PCT instead. It means no more waterfalls. It is 1:16 p.m. and it is struggle bus time.
It's only been 16 minutes. What?
We are climbing up Cold Canyon right now on the PCT, and I'm sweating bullets. It's very warm. Got some rain clouds over there. I'm tired. This is our videos all the time, just being tired. See, when you're out of shape, the type 2 fun begins much sooner. So there's a little bit of the smell of smoke in the air. That's a cool looking rock. And it tumbled from somewhere up there. Michael has been on autopilot for most of today.
Yep.
And what happened to your trekking pole?
It fell down and I thought I got hit by a bird.
It's thundering. Yeah. Well, luckily we're not very high. We're not really on a pass or anything. Okay, now it's raining. It's not pouring, but it's raining. Here we are, we're at the junction. We just hiked 7 miles from Glen Aulin. We're out of water, except it's raining, so we're not really out of water. And we're gonna go down there to Virginia Canyon, where we will hopefully get water at Return Creek. Descending into Virginia Canyon. We made it to water. Return Creek is right here. That's a rough stretch. We had no water. It was raining. At least it wasn't too hot. At least it was downhill too. But day one, my feet are pretty sore. Here we go. We got some good stuff though. It's lunchtime. So if it's 3:40 and we're having lunch, what time do you think we're gonna stop tonight? Man, this dried cheese is really hitting the spot. We're 8 miles from Glen Aulin, and we're gonna take the Matterhorn Canyon, Benson Lake Trail. Oh, we come 14.7. That's pretty solid.
Better than 12.
Yeah. It's 5:20. We made it pretty high. Good climb out from Return Creek. The hardest thing about today, I think, for me at least, was holding my poop in for like an hour and a half. And I just didn't want to use my toilet paper. I just wanted to use a bidet. And so I waited to get to the water, which took an hour and a half. All right, we have one more hour of daylight and we have a good amount of work to do. So we'll see how far we get. We're about to drop into Matterhorn Canyon. It's gonna be like a 1,000-foot descent. It's gonna be a really cool canyon. Nice big mountains on the side. Wow. So right here at the junction, that goes to Burrow Pass. This goes down Matterhorn Canyon, which is where we're gonna go. The PCT continues. And then Smedberg Lake, that seems cool. Benson Lake is called the Riviera of the Sierra. Cool, we're at 8,400 feet and we're allowed to have fire below 9,600 and above 8,000. So we will have a responsible fire, put our tent over there, massage our feet, eat some food. I'm really glad Mountain House rounded the corners on these guys. I've been doing that myself for a long time. All right, here we go. Ooh, we got a little fire going. I have just enough energy to make a little fire. Night 1, no bugs. And we got fire. This is pretty great. Day 1 is hard. Today we did 20 something miles, 20 miles, and like almost 4,000 feet of elevation gain. Coming off the couch, that is hard. And we set ourselves a goal of doing basically 6,000 feet every day. So we're a little behind schedule here. We might shorten the route or we might rally. I guess we'll just see. Good morning. Well, good morning. It is 6:41. We had good sleep. This is a 5-star campsite. It was dropped down to 52 degrees. So now we're packed up and ready to roll. Today's gonna be another big day. Matterhorn Canyon. Pretty sweet. Okay, here's the high point on Benson Pass. We're gonna go down there, Smedberg Lake, and then Benson Lake. It is 8:52 a.m. Sun is shining, but it's cloudy. And here we are at Smedberg Lake. Okay, we walked 50 paces and here's the better part of Smedberg Lake. Nice. Okay, we're at the Smedberg Lake outlet. We decided we were following the PCT, but then realized the PCT goes up this hill, over, and then right back down the same thing. And there's an easy opportunity to just follow the drainage. So we're gonna go do that. Should save us some time and effort. Off-trail travel has begun. We are making our way down there. So we did a little bit of forest bushwhacking And now, see all this rock and slabs. Nice, we found the trail. It's right there. Good warm up off trail stuff. You made such quick work of it. It's because you're a rock. You look like a rock.
That's true. I blend in. If a bear comes, I just crash.
Then he'll hide under you. It's probably the nastiest looking pond I've ever seen. Wow, look at Benson Lake. Magnificent. And then I think we're gonna go up that drainage. That looks like fun. We thought about going to Benson Lake, but it seems like a mile round trip and kind of difficult to get through these woods. So we found our own beach. It's private and secluded. In fact, some might call it an island. Michael's gonna stretch because he's sore. Tasty. Now it's okay. I think this is fair to say it's raining. We should probably stop resting. Or at least hide under a tree. Let's go hide under a tree. Yeah, Michael saved himself. He's now dry while it rains. I'm trying to put my shoes on. And there's our crap. Wonder what was there. You rarely ever think you're gonna be walking through wet brush when you're on the PCT. It's okay, we got a climb ahead of us.
Better than it being hot.
And then this is the trail. We're gonna go up Buckeye Pass. Well, now it's hot and sunny. We have to climb 1,300 feet up to the pass. You were not expecting the cold? Well, you know, right now it looks like you're in an onsen.
Feels like
Well, you're definitely not going to overheat on this climb, I don't think.
it didn't rain enough.
It didn't rain enough. It's not as cold as like the Alpine lakes, huh?
No, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's because the low snow year. Small pond.
More dirt. I don't know if I'm cleaning anymore.
Behold, it is our first talus sighting, except we're staying on trail. And the reason talus is better than trail is because the trail is full of poop. Well, it's 4:30 and it has begun to rain. And from the looks of it, it's gonna rain for a little while. We still have another couple hours to go. So I think we'll outlast the rain. But it's raining pretty hard right now. Okay, we're now 38 miles in. This is how we know where we are. There's always a sign of Tuolumne Meadows. Look at this canyon. Pretty cool. It's raining again. All it does is rain. And the rocks are wet. How you doing? We're in Thompson Canyon. Look at these campsites in Thompson Canyon. Wow. All right, we found our campsite. It's gonna be right here. When it rains like this, it's a good day to have the dragonfly with the large vestibules. And since I only brought 4 stakes, but to tension this, I put in 2 sticks. We set up a little too early. It stopped raining. The sky seems to be clearing up a little bit. Dinner tonight is beef stroganoff because that's what I pulled out of the bear can. And Michael had chili mac.
But it's fine.
With beef. Oh no, there's a hole in my sock. So this is the Lightsmith Flex Air pillow, and it weighs an ounce, and the reason it's good is because Michael can use it under his legs. It is 5 a.m. Time to wake up. It's still dark out. Well, since my alarm went off, it's been an hour and 25 minutes. It's a slow start. We're finally packed up. The first rays of sunlight. And straight ahead over there is Stubblefield Canyon. And we are on the off-trail approach to the core route. And so we're just starting to go through Stubblefield Canyon here. It's a nice morning. Now we have a much better view of the canyon. Nothing like a little morning dew. Yeah, this is so much better than all the bushwhacking along the side. I am not a fan of all the bushwhacking. Okay, well, in an hour and a half, we made it from here to roughly here. That looks like 2 of these squares, which means it is 2 kilometers, which means we made it. Yeah, we're going about a mile an hour right now, but it'll get better. All the spikies. All right, here we are. We tried to go that way, but there's just a lot of growth. So we are gonna go this way. We decided we'll either do the talus or just walk along the creek. Cool view of Tower Peak, all those tiny little spires. We finally found some slabs. Thank goodness. Look at this. Man, it's been rough going. The talus was actually way better than the vegetation. I can't do vegetation. I'm a carnivore. You're killing around a willow. So yeah, it's been 4 hours. We came probably, I would guess, like 3.5 to 4 miles, so 1 mile an hour, and we've done a total of 600 vertical feet of gain. Now, that's not how much we actually went up and down, but that's the change in the topography. What?
I'm so tired.
Look, we've got the easiest miles ahead of us. Well, maybe 1 mile. Okay, so we are right here. We are officially on the high route. We overshot a little bit, so we're gonna go to here. Then we're gonna go up the moraine to the Hanging Valley. So the low spot is right there, and then you go up this moraine. But instead of there, we were like, yeah, we circumvented that. It was nice and easy walking. And so we just kept walking until we got to there. great view of Tower Peak, and you can get some view of Tower Peak Pass. Hey Michael, guess what? The lake is almost above us, right there. Oh, bald eagle. Wow. This is the Hanging Valley, and the lake on the Hanging Valley. And look, it comes with its own hot tub. Cool. Quick little reset dry. It's been out here for 2 minutes. It's about dry. Looks like we got some clouds coming in. We actually have to go up over there and over Shelf Pass. Today's day 3, 2 o'clock, so we're halfway through our trip. And no matter what, the next 2.5 days are gonna be rough. The question is it gonna be on trail, or is it more than 2.5 days and it's off trail? We shall see. Also, we can feel the cold wind coming in. This is the rain wind. So we're getting ready to mosey. So we follow Wells Peak. That's Shelf Pass right there. Wow, this is a view. That's Stubblefield Canyon right in there. We have Tower Peak, Tower Pass, which is that one. And then we're going to Shelf Pass. And there's Wells Peak. Not bad for a PCT section hike with a little bit of off trail, huh? Wow, this is what used to be an ancient lake right below Shelf Pass. Throw a rock at it. Michael's like looking around for a long time for a rock. Yeah, we've confirmed it is snow. Oh man, we're delusional. Yeah, we decided we're gonna drop down into there and cut across instead of trying to navigate all this. Yeah, Michael's dying. Take a breather if you can. Oh.
Okay.
So we're here. The pass is right over there. You should cut that way if you can, because we're in the wrong spine. Okay, made it up here to Shelf Pass. Michael's somewhere behind me. I hope he finds it. Wow, there's some sunlight on Tower Peak. This is incredible. I found Michael. He was like way over there. So he's coming over now. Yeah, we are definitely not going to complete this high route. How did you end up from there to even farther away now?
There's just like a bunch of little valleys.
Yeah.
It's basically like I can't see anything at the top, and then there's like 4 little areas.
Yeah.
And so it's like
I crossed like 4 spines.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Good job. I did a little bit of...
I basically went down the first spine, went up the second spine, thought that was the right one, saw you here, I was like...
We are gonna go descend down and then go into Thompson Canyon, join up with the Buckeye Trail, where technically it's still part of the high route, but then the high route's gonna go off and we're just gonna keep hitting that Buckeye Trail till we get to the PCT. And then we're gonna spend the next 2 days bailing out because that's how far out here we are. It's actually oriented like that and is straight ahead. So we're gonna go around that and then we'll be in Thompson Canyon. We're deep in the woods here, so we decided to follow the drainage out because that'll take us through the trees. Well, there's a bunch of talus there, but if you stay on the west side of the water, then you'll be okay. Behold, that is Willow Pass directly ahead of us. And the reason it's called Willow Pass, look at all those willows. And all of those as well. We are gonna go right up there, up the left side. Found a person. National Park Service out here sampling water. Michael, what would you say about the water that we've been drinking?
That's alright.
So epic. And here's Willow Pass. Okay, we're just going down there. It can be pretty cool to camp up here. Straight ahead is Peeler Lake. And it's 7:55. The sun has already set. It's starting to get darker, and we're also in the forest. But we should be out of here pretty soon. Wow, look at this. Carrick Meadow. We're gonna camp here tonight. Michael is so tired today, so he pushed through. I hope he's still good for the next 2 days.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, if not, then we'll have to bail our way slowly out over 3 days.
I'll have the fireman carry me.
I mean, I'll carry all your stuff. Carry 2 backpacks. I'm feeling pretty good today. .55. We're cutting across Carrick Meadow. We're gonna hit the Buckeye Pass Trail, and then we're gonna hike to the PCT and start hiking our way out. The sun finally came out, but everything is really cold, especially the water. We just hit a junction that showed we can take the Buckeye Pass Trail towards Mule Pass, and then eventually Burrow Pass, and then it goes down Matterhorn Canyon to join up with the PCT. So we're gonna do that. It's roughly the same distance. I don't know about the elevation gain, I guess we'll just see, but it'll be something new. We'll basically be doing this great loop that we invented. I don't know what we'll call this loop, but some sort of loop that involved parts of the Yosemite High Route. We'll be on parts of the trail that overlap with the high route, like we are doing right now. So this here is Rock Island Pass. Oh, check out the lake. That's Snow Lake. Michael, I see he's getting thirsty and desperate. He's peeing into a water bottle. Very clear though, you must be well hydrated. You got a fat marmot right there. Do you want some snow?
Yeah, it's gonna be jammed too frostbite.
Dink, dink. Oh. Wow. That is incredible. We're looking for a nice spot to have lunch with water and shade, but we just keep going away from the water.
We passed the ideal spot.
We passed multiple spots and now we're just pushing on because there's more options. We found water, some shade, rocks to sit on, some space. Oh, I could use this. Reset dry. Okay, it is 2:15. We stopped here for an hour and a half. And in this time, I gained maybe like 5 extra pounds.
And I lost 5 pounds at least.
I just took all of Michael's food and all of our leftover food. So now I should have the energy to carry all this extra weight because we sat here forever. Very enjoyable though. Now we're going up Burrow Pass, that away. Peaceful nature, punctured only by the sounds of airplanes probably carrying water to put out some fires. Look, there's Matterhorn Peak. On the Yosemite High Route, that's Matterhorn Pass. So we are gonna go all the way down Matterhorn Canyon and then we'll hit the PCT. Well, we're at 8,800 feet and this is where we've started to smell smoke. This is most likely the red fire, but it could also be the Rogers fire. All right, here we are at the junction. So basically, just under 72 hours ago, we went down that way. And now we are going towards Glen Allen, which is 13 miles, and Tuolumne Meadows, which is 20.5. Well, around the same time every day, our feet are like mashed potatoes, and it's still like an hour and a half. I mean, to be fair, probably felt pretty bad 2.5, 3 hours ago, but now it's like really mashed. 6:30, we are here at Miller Lake. We're just averaging like roughly 20 miles a day on trail, or like a smidge more, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, except there is a decent amount of gain.
Who says 20 miles doesn't sound like a lot? That sounds like... What the...
You know, I guess coming off the couch.
I'm not an endurance athlete. So everything's broken.
Oh man. So it's 7:47. We just hit Spiller Creek. We found a good campsite over there. Got a nice fire ring. Looks like Michael has a back massager. And then we're gonna set up the tent over here. This one's tasty. Today's the final day. I'm thinking something like 15 miles, but it's to be seen. And not a warm night. I think there was a cold breeze that was coming through, but no condensation, so that's good. Well, it is 5:50. We woke up an hour ago. We're packed and ready to move. And even though it's dark right now, we don't need headlamps. We can see where we are. All right, time for a full day of hiking, and then we'll get back to the car and drive home. Okay, Michael. Make easy. 14.7. This is a pretty cool spot. You know why? The two creeks are joining right here. All right, so today should be pretty easy in terms of vertical gain compared to prior days. We are in Cold Canyon, and because it's all flatter downhill and because it's actually kind of cold, we layered up, which is not something I normally do once I take my layers off. out here in the Sierra. So this very distinctive rock marks the halfway point between Glen Aulin and Virginia Canyon.
It's real.
We're halfway through Cold Canyon, hooray! Yeah, I've always been curious about Glen Aulin High Sierra Camp. Really cool waterfall they have. It's a nice place to build this camp. Okay, so we've been checking all the signs, and if you rewind this video, you'll see the distance between Glen Aulin and Tuolumne Meadows was typically around 6.7, but sometimes it was a little higher. And right here, that says 5.8 miles. So we're not really sure what to believe.
I'm pretty sure it ranged from 6.5 to like 8 point something.
Hey Michael, isn't it a little bit too early to be dead? It's 9:23.
The most comfortable bed ever.
All right, check it out. There's Cathedral Peak. And then there's some other cool looking things as well. Okay, here we are. We're back at the gate. So this gate is where Michael and I finished our very first backpacking trip 6 years ago. All right, after 5 days in the wilderness, we are touching pavement. So by the way, guys, this asphalt is way softer than the hard-packed trail that is like the Glen Aulin Trail. This is very nice. Yeah. Hey look, Michael, I think we're still on the trail. Huh. Well, Michael and I were discussing how every time we finish a hike, we come into, you know, a more touristy area, and the views are still stunning. Like, look at Lambert Dome right ahead of us. Hey, we did it. High five.
Yeah.
Ah,
Success.
we're done. 5 days. It was not what we planned. It was neither option A nor option B.
Yeah,
It was
I
option C.
told Emily, she was like, 1 to 10, how much do you think you're gonna suffer? I said 12. Like immediately, it was a 12. It exceeded my scale.